Hi guys, what's up? It's Emilyana. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Showgirl Day for all who celebrates. I'm one who celebrates. I'm in a Florida tee because it's the night before. So we're mourning tortured poets, but welcoming Miss Showgirl. I do have a companion here today. She or he does not have a name. I think it's a she though. I think she's a she. Are you a she? Yeah. She needs a name because she's gonna live on my bed this whole month. I didn't name her last year. Let's get into the video before my camera dies. So it's a wrap up. I had a whole video for this week filmed, and then I'm like, why didn't I just film a wrap up? Because I think at that time October wasn't over, but now October is over, or September is over. October is not over. I can't believe I just said that. It's not going into November yet, and it's gonna go into November so fast, but I'm not ready. I'm gonna do a wrap up. Almost all my books, basically all my books were read on Kindle, so I only have one physical, and that's Fearful. I read 5 books. I was in a slump, so I didn't get through much, but I read 5 books. I think my favorite out of all of them was Bad Girl Reputation by Ella Kennedy, and that's only because the Abby Jimenez books I read were novellas, and I wanted them longer. So my least favorite was honestly, I can't say it was Fearful. It was probably Once Upon a Broken Heart, because I did still enjoy Fearful, but it was slow. The thing is, Fearful was slow, but I was more invested in Once Upon a Time, but at the end it just got messy, but we'll get into all of that. So let's start off with the first book, which was Worst Wingman Ever, and I was gonna read the Fall Risk first, but then I realized Worst Wingman kind of went first, so let's start with that. But both are by Abby Jimenez. This one was really good, and really, though, I rated it a 4.5 star, and the only reason why it wasn't a 5 star is because it's a novella. So the 4.5 on both the Abby Jimenez books are just because they're novellas. So this is Holly and the Worst Wingman Ever. I don't remember his name, and in my little description it doesn't tell me, so I'm just gonna call him Wingman because I really don't remember his name, and I think like she didn't know his name till like the end of the book, and like that's why he's referred to as Wingman. He accidentally puts a Valentine's card for his brother on the wrong card, and it's basically them communicating through notes, and I think that's the cutest thing ever, and it was just so cute. And if you're a big Abby Jimenez fan and haven't read the novellas, just do it. If you're missing her writing, just do it. You won't be disappointed. So I'm recording on my iPad, so if it looks different, that's why. Another thing I love about all of Abby Jimenez, they sometimes bring in real life situations, like her grandma, and how she's a nurse or hospice nurse, I'm pretty sure. Like the real life parts are so heart-wrenching and gets me every time, and I just wish the 2 novellas were longer. Honestly, I'm at the fall risk already on my Goodreads, because I'm reminding myself what happened. And I honestly don't remember this book at all. To be fair, did I read this book? I know I read this book. Charlotte and Seth. Either way, I know I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I read The Fall Risk in like one day. It all just came blowing back to me. I feel like crying. This one, the romance was there. The Fall Risk, romance was there. They're basically neighbors, and the stairs or like the hallway, I think it's kind of one of those like apartments that has metal stairs, or that's just how I pictured it. And they were stuck, they couldn't go anywhere. It was like a whole weekend, and the romance flutters through there. It's so good. Just read it. It's so good. I loved both of the novellas. My only issue is that they were short. Yeah, nothing else to say. Next book I read, Fearful. So, this one's signed. I think you guys know that because I said it in the last video. Or whatever video I was reading this in. I was upset. I was upset about it. It was really slow. I loved being back in the world, and I loved the concept of death in this book. Death being a person. I feel like I said more in the other book. If this wasn't so slow and didn't take place at the same time as Fearless, I feel like it was just too much repetitive of the same stuff. There's kind of two different storylines going on, because you got Kit and Mara, and then you have, oh, what's their names? Blair and Lenny. So you have two different things going on. The slowness in the book is why I gave it a 3.75. It was so close to a 4. I love being back in the world. I love the concept, but the slowness and kind of just reading it, not knowing where it was heading. And I got mad at Kit at the end. So, yeah, we're going on to the next one, which is Bad Girl Reputation by Elle Kennedy. It's the second Elle Kennedy book I've read. The first one being, I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's the first book of that series, Good Girl Complex. So I read Good Girl Complex. I read Bad Girl Reputation. I do think I'm gonna try the off-campus series. One, because the show's coming out. Two, I'm a big hockey fan. I'm a big hockey fan. If you guys did not know, I'm a big Blackhawks fan. But I also love Detroit's marketing. Let me be clear. Their marketing. But also because Patrick Kane is on Detroit, and I was a big Patrick Kane fan. This is a weird geeking that probably no one knows, but they have a good marketing team, specifically TikTok, and I'm just invested. But hopefully we'll see how I like off-campus series. I feel like that's so popular, and I haven't read it yet, so maybe I'll try that soon. I don't know when. I made a list of October books I might enjoy reading, and there's actually a lot on there, but some can be in November if it's a fall romance. But I'm like, will I be in the Christmas mood in November? But considering I wouldn't go out of summer, I don't think I'm gonna want to get out of fall, so it's gonna be a whole thing. But Bad Girl Reputation, the first book, for anyone who read it, it was Cooper in summer, and then this book is following Evan and Jen, and it is a summer book, but for anyone reading it kind of like now where you're kind of still in summer and fall, but I feel like everyone's in fall now, but the in-between is good because there's a lot of bonfires, and I just feel like bonfires and s'mores is just a bit fall, a bit cozy. So it's their love story. They're toxic. Let me put this straight. Toxic love story. Because they were high school sweethearts. It's a second chance. They were just always making travel together. And now, a few years later, they meet up again because Jen goes back to Avalon Bay, and Jen's not trying not to go back in old habits with Ethan. She's trying to keep herself together, but bad things always happen when they're together, and it just goes through their love story, and it's a bit toxic. A little bit toxic. Not all the way, but a little bit. And for that reasoning, I gave it a 3.5. The connection is like there, but I feel a little disconnect from their connection. So that's another reason why it's a lower rating. I enjoyed the book full on through, but I feel like recently I've been, especially romances, I've been rating harder. That has to do with a lot of things. I've read so many romances that comparing them, it's getting more competitive. Because now I have a favorite romance, and you guys are gonna be sick of me saying this, but One Golden Summer, I'm looking for a romance like that. That's heart-wrenching. Not heart-wrenching, but makes your heart just feel so much. I'm looking for that crazy feeling and being invested into the book and invested in the love story. That's what I'm looking for. And the love is there. It's a good book. It's a good storyline. I loved being back in Avalon Bay, seeing some of the characters come back. But it was a toxic relationship, and there could be better things about it. So that's why it's a 3.5. But overall, it's a good book. I would recommend it, especially in the in-between seasons. If you're like, okay, I want a fall book, but I'm not ready to let go of summer, it's the perfect book. Okay, last book I read was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This I don't even know how to talk about. I rated it a 3.5. I was a little bit disappointed because I thought it was going to be a 5. To be quite fair, I thought it was going to be a 5. And it started off good. I was really invested. I just kept wanting to keep reading. I was invested in the storyline. And then getting kind of 75-ish% in the book, things started getting crazy, and things like vampires started to pop in, and things that weren't on the storyline really, or just nothing I was expecting. It does kind of go all together in the end, but just some things started popping up, and I'm like, what's going on? This book is obviously a romancy kind of I don't even know if I should call it a romancy. Actually, I don't know how to describe this book. I've never read a book like this, so I'm having trouble talking about it. I'm also horrible at explaining. Our main character, Evangeline, basically feels like she's cursed, so she prays to a fate which I don't even know if I should call it like a god or kind of like a demon type thing. It's but something like a higher power. A fate's a higher power, but you can't trust a fate. So I don't know. I forgot like the quote unquote what it actually is, but she basically prays to be uncursed and then basically gets more cursed. It's just how I'm gonna explain it. And it all has to do with love. And her first love, she was trying just to get back to her first love because she thought she was cursed to be with her first love. And then more loves come along the way. It's crazy. But it took me a while to give this a rating. That's why I gave it a 3.5, because I for sure wanted to give it a 4. All the unconnected ending parts wasn't sitting right with me. I'm like, where's the world building? I feel like we're disconnecting from the world building, and now it's kind of all jumbled up and I don't know what we got in the storyline. I did have a friend tell me, read the second book, you'll understand everything more. But for right now, it's a 3.5. I don't know if I could rate a 4. I wanted to love it more than I actually did. But if you guys want to see all my ratings on Goodreads and Fable, my Fable ones are right. Goodreads is rounded because you can't give half stars. So it's 1 up. My Goodreads is down below. I think my Fable is down below. If not, I'll add it. But you could look at those there and also see what I'm reading all the time. So yeah, that's my September wrap up, not October, September. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big like and subscribe. Subscribe for more content like this. I do book videos. Don't know what next week's will be, but it'll be something. And I'm trying to do Bookmas this year, but I don't know how, because never done that before. But we'll see. Comment what your favorite book you read this month. Like I said, mine's Bad Girl Reputation, only because the Abby Jimenez books weren't long enough, so I can't give one of those my favorite. But if I did, it'd probably be The Fall Risk. Now that I'm like looking back at him, I'm like, the love, that's what I want in a 5-star romance. But it needed to be longer, so it's 4.5. And just any of Abby Jimenez books are just so good. So if you haven't read any of Abby Jimenez, go ahead, because you'll get what you want. And read One Golden Summer. If you want to follow me, all my social medias will be down below, including Goodreads and Fable, like I said. And I'll see you guys next Friday at 12:15 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, have a fun showgirl day. I hope you're feeling like a showgirl. And I can't with myself. Okay, bye, because I can't take myself seriously anymore. Bye bye.